Coming up on the Angus Report, how innovative genomic technology shapes the future of cattle production.
An update on the Waters of the United States rule.
Marketing plans for the upcoming bull sale season.
And the American Angus Association unveils the long-range strategic plan and upcoming priorities for the Angus breed.
This is the Angus Report. Hello and welcome to the Angus Report. I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. The past decade has seen unrivaled progress for genomic technology within beef cattle production. Today, there are more than 3.5 million cattle worldwide that have been genotyped using genomic estimated breeding values, which present cattlemen the greatest degree of precision breeding the industry has ever seen. According to Ben Hayes, lead researcher of the 1000 Bull Genomes Project in Australia, the impact has led to more rapid genetic gains throughout the global beef industry.
So there's now been 3.5 million cattle worldwide that have been genotyped, profiled for DNA markers. So the technology's really been taken up aggressively. We've put together this collection of whole genome sequence. Because the technology has improved so much, the cost of sequencing has dropped. We're already at 2,000 bulls. And it really is about trawling through those ACTs and Gs to find the ones that are really making the difference between high-performing cattle and low-performing cattle. We've done about 400 Angus sires, and these are the bulls that have really made a big contribution to the breed. So this is working together with groups around the world, and then we can start to talk about real precision breeding, and we can start to design our breeding programs that come up with the ultimate animal. I think that's where the future is heading.
Hayes was a featured speaker during the International Genomics Symposium sponsored by Neogen GeneSeq Operations during the Angus Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana. Visit angus.media for more coverage from the event.
Controversy continues for the Waters of the United States rule published by the Environmental Protection Agency and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. When the rule was enacted over a year ago, it was met with much pushback from the ag community, which argues regulatory overreach and expanding federal jurisdiction well beyond the structure of the Clean Water Act. The National Cattlemen's Beef Association and the Public Lands Council, along with several other industry stakeholders, filed the opening brief in the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, calling for the rule to be invalidated. More than 80 members of Congress also filed an amicus brief saying that EPA and the Corps failed to faithfully execute the laws set by Congress. The Sixth Circuit Court's pending rule will continue the lengthy battle over the Waters of the United States rule and the government's reach over private landowners.
Applying reproductive technologies within the cow herd is proven to increase consistency and efficiency during calving season and help guide rapid genetic progress. Yet, to be successful, cattle producers should plan ahead. University of Tennessee's Justin Reinhardt says it's important to understand the physiological factors associated with reproductive success.
Probably the most important physiological factor that has an effect on success to reproductive technologies is going to be anestrus period. So for heifers, that would be that time from weaning until they go through puberty and start cycling. For cows, it's going to be the time from when they calve until they start cycling back again. Other things that are a factor would be environmental, like nutrition, body condition score we use as an indicator of a cow's nutrition, not just whether or not she's getting enough nutrition, but whether she's on an increasing plane or a decreasing plane of nutrition. Those kinds of things that affect that success to reproductive technologies.
Reinhardt was a featured speaker at the Applied Reproductive Strategies in Beef Cattle Conference. Learn more at appliedreprostrategies.com.
As we begin to look ahead to the new year, it's time to start planning your marketing for the upcoming bull sale season. Brett Spader with AngusAuctions.com says breeders should consider a comprehensive marketing campaign that allows them to stay in touch with the potential customers and communicate what's in store for their next great sale.
Well, it's more important than ever before to communicate to your clients and your customers if you're a breeder. What we always say in our business is if you're not keeping in touch with people that have bought genetics from you, someone else probably is. And so we choose to not look at it so much as a marketing plan as much as a communications plan. And we stress how important it is to work year-round and be both organized and diligent and approach those people in a variety of ways. And so we take an opportunity to use these various touch points to allow people to interact with our message in whichever way is most comfortable for them. And communicating with them throughout the year enables you to illustrate the value of the customer service and the genetics that your program offers, and to really build that meaningful relationship which is going to drive home a sale for your operation.
For more information on marketing your next set of Angus cattle, visit angus.media for resources on publishing your sale book, updating a website, and much more.
The true strength of the Angus breed resides in its people. On farms and ranches across the country, it's those who are dedicated to caring for the cattle, the land, and preserving a way of life for future generations. At the recent Angus Convention, the American Angus Association honored breeders who've made the Angus legacy possible. 4 individuals were inducted into the Angus Heritage Foundation for their outstanding leadership to the breed. Bill Davis of Montana, the late Viral Jones of Missouri, and Joe Neely and Charles Bud Smith, both of Kentucky. And recognized for more than a century of raising registered Angus cattle was Thomas Criswell Angus of New Bloomfield, Missouri. Matt Thomas accepted the award on his family's behalf. Our congratulations to this year's honorees, and you can learn more about each of them online at angus.media. We go now to Jenna McCrell with a look at what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
The American Angus Association launched Future Angus Stockmen as a way to encourage the next generation of commercial cattle producers. And each year, the program awards a $1,000 scholarship thanks to support from Allflex. This year's recipient, Dan Johnson of Dillon, Montana, was announced during the association's awards recognition breakfast, hosted as part of the Angus Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana. Learn more about the Future Angus Stockmen online at angus.org. For more than 35 years, the Angus Foundation has championed the cause for education, youth, and research. The Angus Foundation celebrated its many generous supporters and accomplishments for 2016 during the annual supporter recognition event prior to the start of the Angus Convention. A record 300 attendees enjoyed the evening event and celebrated the champions behind the Angus Foundation's mission. Learn more online at angusfoundation.org. Basin Angus Ranch of Joliet, Montana will donate an outstanding female to headline the Angus Foundation Heifer Package set to sell January 11, 2017 at the National Western Stock Show in Denver, Colorado. The chosen female is Basin Lucy, 6265, a daughter of Basin Lucy 1037, the highest beef value index female in the Basin Angus Ranch herd and a phenomenal power cow. The Angus Foundation Heifer Package is an annual event that helps fuel progress for Angus education, youth, and research. Learn more about how you can be involved online at angusfoundation.org. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
When we return, a look to the future with the association's long-range strategic plan.
And preserving the farming way of life in Minnesota.
Visit angus.media to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health, the makers of Safeguard Cattle Dewormer. Healthy cattle perform better. Add Safeguard, add pounds. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
This isn't a 9-to-5 job. So when you check the pens one last time, put away the tools, and make sure everything's ready to hand off to the night crew. It's not the clock that tells you the day is over. It's the confidence of knowing you got it right. It's having one less thing to worry about when the sun goes down. So when you see the signs of BRD, choose confidence. Choose Zuprevo from Merck Animal Health. Talk to your veterinarian about Zuprevo for BRD treatment.
Beef quality is everyone's responsibility, including yours. That's why the Checkoff-funded Beef Quality Assurance Program is key to your future. BQA, empowering people because you can make a difference, taking responsibility because it's our job, not someone else's, working together because product safety and wholesomeness is everyone's business. Find out more at bqa.org.
Here we go. Here's the activity project. 925. He's got the right down again. 72 and a half. 72 and a half. He's up for the yard line. Yard line. He's 77 and a half. 67 and a half. He won. 65 and 67 and a sold though.
The National Western Angus Bull Sale, an evening of celebrating a century of Angus in the West. Join us Wednesday, January 11th in the historic Stadium Arena. The show's at 8 a.m. The sale begins promptly at 5 p.m. Post-sale live entertainment with Jake Hooker and the Outsiders. Weaning time is decision time, but how do you know which Angus heifers to keep and which to sell? Gene Max Advantage from Zoetis. Gene Max Advantage is a genomic test that helps you decide with confidence which heifers will perform, and it pinpoints which bulls complement your herd to maximize dependable genetics. Gene Max Advantage is an easy, affordable test with index scores that deliver smart outlier reporting for customized selection and mating decisions. In challenging times, you need an advantage. Gene Max Advantage.
We stand for what we believe in. We believe in you. It's more than a job. It's your way of life. Who you are, where you live, and what you do. The way you treat your cattle, your family, your employees, and your neighbors. The water you drink, the air you breathe, and the ground you walk on. What you do every day gives families something to gather around every night. It's about doing what's right for your cattle, your land, your community, and your business. It's your livelihood, and it means as much to us as it does to you. We all believe in responsible beef. Let's stand together at responsiblebeef.com.
Good cattle, good people, a focus on customer service. McCabe Genetics of Elk City, Kansas is proud to offer 200 Angus and 50 Hereford bulls for sale private treaty this fall. Developed under real-world conditions, the bulls are 18 to 24 months of age and ready to go to work. Free delivery and satisfaction guaranteed. McCabe Genetics. Learn more at McCabeGenetics.com or call us at 620-332-4244. That's 620-332-4244.